Greetings and welcome back. Boy, today I got a special episode for you. We are going to be playing through Knightmare Ultra, my personal favorite addition to Kirby Superstar Ultra. The cool knights reappeared. Defeat foes to store power, then touch the screen to use abilities. He trains as he journeys. Bring a sword knight with you to the comet at Galaxy's End. So yeah, we're gonna, as I alluded to last episode, we will be playing through the entirety of Knightmare Ultra in this episode. That's right, all of it. No timer shenanigans. Now, if you haven't played this game before, you may be wondering why I'm making such a big deal out of that. And that is because KO foes to store power, touch icons on the lower screen to use skills. Mac Tornado, damage all foes on the screen. Heal, recover health. Meta Quick, increase speed. Night Call, call a friend to fight by your side. Yep, you're seeing that right. This is indeed Spring Breeze, and as you may have guessed, Knightmare Ultra is Kirby Superstar Ultra, but with Meta Knight. Yep, the entire, well, it's just the Kirby Superstar part. So everything from, we have to play through Spring Breeze, Dyna Blade, Revenge of Meta Knight, and Milky Way Wishes. No Gourmet Race, no Revenge of the King. And yeah, Meta Knight's pretty awesome. He's a pretty fast boy. So usually, I usually am able to do this pretty quick, I find. 50 minutes, usually. I believe that's my best time on my old file, which I no longer have, because all my save data got deleted because I had to repair the computer. You know, it was a whole thing. Meta Knight just destroys these bosses. And I am doing this entire thing in one episode. Why? Well, I think it's fun. This episode, it's a retreading of old ground. We pretty much already know everything there is to see. So, you know, I thought this would be nice to... I thought this would be a good time to talk about, I don't know, myself, thoughts I have on things, how life's going, my plans for this channel. Just make it feel like a bit of a... Give it a stream kind of vibe. Like I'm streaming. Even though I don't have nearly enough viewers to stream. I'm a bit of a small channel. Because, I mean, we've all already seen this. Like, I don't have to go over this again, right? Like, oh, there's a boss here. We saw that in the first episode. Oh, one detail I do like is that whenever you grab a Warp Star, Meta Knight just flies. That's neat. I like that. So, yeah, let's, I'm gonna call him a bit of a helper. So yeah, how am I doing on that topic? I'm doing pretty well. As recording this is one day before Thanksgiving break, so I'm about to head home. I'm all alone in my dorm here, which is why I am so confident that I can record for 50 minutes straight without an interruption. Finally. Holy shit. This whole roommate situation is not very good. I do not enjoy this. I hardly get any privacy because my roommate is allergic to sunlight. I swear to fucking God or something. But let's not dwell on that. No point in dwelling in the negative. Let's dwell on the positive. And I am very ready for this break. Holy shit. Bro, I just had the closest call like 2 hours ago trying to turn in my fucking math homework. Oh my God. So you know, I have a written math homework assignment. Since we have full bars, it's best to use Meta Quick. We have a written math homework assignment that you have to write, and then you have to scan in order to submit it, because, you know, it's break. Well, I mean, we always scan to submit it. Fuck! I was trying to heal! We always have to scan to submit it, because, you know, everything's online nowadays. So, you know, I was doing that. Well, I mean, I did the homework, and I was getting ready to scan, and I always go to the library to scan, because it's not too far, and there's a scanner there. It's a pretty nice scanner, too. So yeah, I was just, I got done at about 10:30 with my math homework. I was working pretty late because all day I was studying for my bio exam that I had. I had a bio exam today. Hence why I'm still here on a Friday night instead of at home on the Friday night before break, as most people are. So yeah, I was doing that all day, so it took me a while to do my math homework. And, once I got to the library after I finished my math homework, it was about, 11, give or take. And, to my utter shock and disappointment, the library closed early tonight. Ergo, I could not scan. Ergo, I could not submit my homework. Maybe that took 3 minutes, 48 seconds to go through all Spring Breeze. This is a very speedrun-focused gameplay style, as you may have guessed. Oh, I also like how they redid all the original cutscenes, but with Meta Knight at center stage. That's a really cool detail. Man, sure would be nice if every other company could include nice little details in their remakes like that. That would be awesome. That would be great. That'd be so cool. But yeah, the library had closed early today. Well, of course, it won't be today when I'm posting this, but for the Friday before break. Which makes sense, but I still was not expecting. Usually they close at 12. So I was like, okay, yeah, I got an hour. I'll be fine. Nope, closed at 7, I believe. I believe it was 7. So that was a fun surprise. And, of course, since I always scan my documents there, I had no idea where the hell to scan, where a scanner that I could use was. I didn't... So, it took me a while to find a scanner. What happened was that I went to the computer lab by my housing. We have a little computer lab right next to my dorm complex, housing thing, whatever you want to call it. And in there were printers. I mean I knew this, that there were printers, but there were no scanners. But I checked there anyway in a futile attempt to try and find a scanner. Well, I guess it wasn't futile, because I did find something there. On the printers that they had at the fucking computer lab, the printers had a map on them. This is real. There was a fucking map in the help options, because I wanted to check just to be sure if there was a help thing that I could scan something. I don't know. It could have been a thing. So I went to help. There was a fucking map of every printer and scanner in the area. Like of that brand. And So I followed the map. Oh, fuck, I went into this joke room. This is a fucking waste of your time room. So I followed the map, and it led me to a scanner. I can't believe this happened. And I can't believe how I'm just now realizing how weird this situation is. Like, what? What happened? What the hell just happened to me 2 hours ago? I fucking followed a map on a printer to get led to a scanner that was like 10 minutes away from my house. Not dorm, from my dorm. So yeah, by the time I got to that scanner that was in one of the other computer labs on campus for one of the other housing areas, I scanned. Well, I mean, it took me like 5 minutes to figure out how to scan, how to use the scanner. But, I did, and I totally wasn't panicking at all during any of this, by the way. And yeah, then I submitted my homework with about 20... I think, I remember it was exactly 27 minutes to spare. And I was... Oh, man. Oh, my God, was I relieved. Holy shit, fuck, dude. God. I never want that to happen again. Ever. Ugh. At least the math homework wasn't too hard. It was long, but it wasn't hard. Which is not a double entendre. And... Oh, yeah, Meta Knight he can do pegs. Of course, there's no reason to go through... Oh, there's 3 extra lives. Let's get those, why not? I mean, I'm already there, so... Whatever. And I'm just gonna let that guy die, because it is much cheaper to use Meta-Call than it is... Click, I'm clicking. It's much cheaper to use Meta-Call than it is to use Heal, so... Yeah, that's, so that's how my day went, and at least I'm very confident I did well on that bio exam. Good thing, too. Because I am not doing the best in bio at the moment. I did not do the best on the last exam. Because they had the audacity to put math in biology. Can you believe that? I cannot. The fucking probabilities and shit. What the fuck? That's not what I signed up for. What the hell? Can't believe that. Like, math in biology, of all things. Way to ruin biology with your fucking probability shit. I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Oh, shit. So, yeah, that's why I was studying all day for my exam. And, why did they have an exam scheduled for 8 o'clock on the Friday before Thanksgiving break? I have no fucking clue, but they did, and that's what I did. So, whatever, you know, it's not that big of a deal. And, hey, I do get a chance to record this. If I were at home, I would have to be worried about my family. Which, you know, love them. Mwah. Love you guys. But, you know, it's nice to record. Every cloud is a silver lining. Would I rather be home right now? Of course. Am I glad that I'm doing this recording? You betcha. Every cloud has a silver lining. Of course, I would rather be home than recording. But, you know. Whatever. We take the bad with the good here, you know? Alright. So, yeah, now that covers how I'm going. The other thing that I want to say, what are my plans for this channel, huh? My plan is that the ultimate goal, I have set a goal for myself, and that is to be monetized by the time I graduate college, which is, I'm in my first semester, so, like, 4 years. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Especially if I keep, if I keep this, hustle that I've had for the past couple of weeks, and by weeks, I mean, like, 2 or 3 weeks, where I post a video every single day. And while I'm doing that, also try to make some nice scripted videos, because those do the best, as you may imagine. The scripted videos that have more substance, because, you know, not everyone wants to watch a Let's Play. Oh, am I wasting time here? Let's use a meta-quip to... not everyone wants to watch Let's Plays. I know everyone doesn't want to do that. Which is fine. You know, that's cool. If you don't want to watch Let's Plays, you know, I don't want anyone to feel like they're obligated to watch any channel on my content. Because that's lame. I don't like making people feel unwelcome here. You're welcome here. I don't care how many videos you watch. I don't care how long you watch them for. I don't care if you're subscribed. As long as everyone's having a good time, I'm happy. And right now, I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. But yeah, monetization. If you don't know the requirements for monetization, you need 1,000 subscribers, and you need 4,000 public watch hours. So you need to have 1,000 subscribers, and, like, 4,000 hours of your video has to have been watched. Of your videos. So, yeah. I'm doing pretty good on public watch hours. Not doing as good on subscribers, but, you know, they're coming in. They're coming in. That Pikmin 2 purple only challenge video is really carrying me in terms of views and watch hours. But, you know, I gotta keep putting out content like that if I want to hit the subscriber requirement. But yeah, I mean, the channel's been doing really well lately. I've gotten, like, 30-ish subscribers in the past month. Which, you know, obviously that's not a lot, but that's way more than I was getting earlier. I would get, like, 1 subscriber, I don't know, every 2 months for, like, 2 years. But now it's starting to pick up a bit, which is great. That's awesome. Oh, I gotta use my uppercut move. That is awesome. And thank you for watching these videos. I don't think I say that enough. Of course, we got Meta Knight teaching the Dynablade chicks how to fly. Very cute, very cute. Meta Knight is world's best dad. Could somebody make some fan art of Meta Knight holding a world's best dad mug, please? I'm sure it's out there somewhere. It has to be. There's no way it's not. 8 minutes, 23 seconds. Save. Oh yeah, big difference about this Meta Knightmare Ultra as opposed to Meta Knightmare in Nightmare in Dreamland. You can save. Couldn't do that in the original Meta Knightmare. So that's nice. You have to save after every sub-game. And your times are totaled separately, and then add it all up at the end. And that would come, and this would come back in... Oh, well, you know, Meta Knightmare actually returned in Triple Deluxe, and then there was a very similar mode in Robobot, DDD Tour. Or maybe I'm getting it backwards. No. DDD Tour was in Triple Deluxe, and then Meta Knightmare Returns was Planet Robobot. Yeah. I haven't played either of those games because I do not own a 3DS. I want to so bad, though. Oh, yeah, Great Cave Offensive. Great Cave Offensive is a bit special for Meta Knightmare. Well, I suppose it's special in the way in that it's not special at all. Wait, you can't? Oh, yeah, you can. It's special in the way that it's not special at all. Meaning, no treasures at all. None. Nada. Nothing. And as you would expect, that means we're not going to be playing through the old tower. Which, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. I think it would have been, I don't know. It feels a bit weird not playing through the old tower when you're playing through Great Cave Offensive. But yeah, they just straight up, it's like you just can't even enter the old tower. Which is, again, I find it weird, but it makes sense, I guess. Whatever. Meta Knightmare is good enough as it is. I don't need more content. We got plenty of content in here as it is. Oh, Jesus. That is the problem with helpers. Sometimes they do that. Alright. And this boss, I'm gonna use Mach Tornado for the first time, because fuck Fatty Whale, dude. Check this shit out. Yeah. Oh, right, the timing system. I was talking about that. The timing, it would work very similar. I know for a fact it works very similar in Star Allies with the... it's not called Help. It's called Guest Star Allies. In the Guest Star Allies mode, where you can play as any of the Dream Friends or any of the helpers. Which is probably the best thing about that game. Is the Dream Friends. Easily. I don't know what the hell happened at HAL to make Star Allies so you know? Like what the hell happened over there to make them drop the ball so hard? You know, Kirby Star Allies, not a bad game. Falls extremely short of expectations. Like, geez, man. They fell off hard. I mean, even just playing Return to Dreamland, which I finally played through recently. Like, that game is so much better than Star Allies. It's not even funny. I don't know. Oh, man. And what the hell happened to the graphics in Star Allies, may I ask? 30 frames per second for a 2D platformer released in 2019. Sure, yeah, okay. Whatever you say, Hal. Sure, yeah. I don't care what fucking console it's released on. I don't care how underpowered the Switch is. It can handle 60 frames per second. Fucking Odyssey could be 60 frames per second, but no, Star Allies is too powerful. Star Allies is too powerful. Star Allies is just such an intensive game. Like, so much crazy shit happens in Star Allies. Like, you can walk left and you can walk right. It's wild. Ugh. Jeez. And obviously, the visual design is so good. It's way better than Return to Dreamland. You know, there's an ice level, and it just looks like an ice level, and there's ice. Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's way cooler than anything Return to Dreamland had. You know, because, you know, in the ice levels of Return to Dreamland, they had these really beautiful, gorgeous Northern Lights-inspired rainbow lights, and they looked so beautiful, and the music was amazing, and it was so it was awe-inspiring. It was beautiful. But no, Star Allies is like, yeah, how about we give you this, and we give it to you in 30 frames per second, and go fuck yourself. Yeah, not the biggest fan of Star Allies, if you can, as you can guess. Good things about Kirby Star Allies. Lore. The lore is cool. I like how they added lore. Yeah, see the old tower completely boxed off. That doesn't mean we gotta play 2 of these in a row, which again, it just feels weird. But I mean, I guess it fits with the speedrun element, because the old tower is a bit more slow-paced, so I guess it makes sense to cut it out in favor of, you know, going fast. So yeah, I can totally respect the decision. Yeah, Star Allies, the lore. I love Kirby lore. I love anything that tells us more about Kirby lore. Oh, fuck. That's cool. The Dream Friends are great. Love all the references. They got DeRoach in another game. That's wild. Holy shit. They got Gooey in another game. They got fucking Marks in another game. Yeah, Marks was in Star Allies. He was great. He was very fun. He was a very fun character. Yeah. Yeah, love the fan service. Cleaning is like a giant... Cleaning comes back and it's like a giant Dreamland 3 reference. Love that. I love how the Kirby series is so... It just embraces its past, no matter how, you know, odd it is today. Because Kirby's Dreamland 3 and the Dark Matter trilogy are just so different from the rest of the series. And I feel like other Nintendo franchises tend to ignore their different pasts. Well, not ignore, but they tend to tone it down. You can definitely tell what they like referencing more. Like, you know, SM64 gets all the love. And, you know, the original Mario Bros. Gets all the love. Super Mario Brothers 2, maybe not so much. Super Mario Sunshine, bit of a weird game, maybe not so much. It's still there, of course, but, you know, not so much. But with Kirby, nah, man, they spread that love all around. They spread that love all around. Love it. Love to see it. And yeah, a sub-game that took, like, 3 episodes to complete is done within 7 minutes. Yep, that was all Great Cave Offensive. This is going way faster than I thought it would. Wow. This definitely isn't going to be able to fit into 1 episode, but it might come close. Might come closer than I thought it would. We got Meta Knight breaking out of the stone with his sword, Galaxia. That's the official name of the sword, by the way, Galaxia. And it's especially it's especially cool because, you know, the oh yeah, this part's a little weird. Meta Knight is destroying the halberd. It's just a weird thing to see. It's cool. It's cool. It's just a bit weird. It's a bit odd. I don't know. It's just not what I'm expecting. And thankfully, the developers had the foresight to remove all the dialogue. All the dialogue is gone. No dialogue. No dialogue at all. No cutscenes. Well, there's cutscenes. But these are cool. Alright? These are cool. No dialogue, though. So, you're not going to be interrupted from your going fast antics by some dang text boxes. I wish man, wouldn't it be cool if every video game developer had the foresight to remove text boxes in places where they weren't necessary? That'd be so cool. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Or, you know, at least give you the option to skip. I don't understand why, like, what is the issue with giving people options to skip cutscenes? I do not understand. Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. God. You know, I love TTYD. I love it. I really do. One of my favorite games of all time. In fact, my most nostalgic game of all time. Definitely, easily. But oh my god. Like, Jesus. Do you think that's enough text boxes, Intelligent Systems? Was it really necessary to make a mandatory cutscene, and this is real, a mandatory cutscene that you have to watch in order to beat the game, have a character spawn 100 different text boxes that all just say, I love you, because he offended his wife or some shit? Does that sound like fun to you? Does that sound like a fun time? Does that sound like a fun idea? No, no, of course it doesn't. That sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I do not understand the thought process. Of course you can't skip it. And of course they removed the feature from the original Paper Mario where if you just held B, the text would speed by like lightning. And it would basically skip the cutscene. Of course, it's not anywhere as good as a cutscene skip, but it was good enough. It was good enough that returning players like me didn't get annoyed when they had to watch, when they were forced to watch cutscenes they've already watched a million times because they play through Paper Mario way too many times. But nope, none of that in TTYD. You're gonna have to mash B and A like a motherfucker, dude. Holy shit. I don't understand. I don't understand. Ugh, my god. Just thinking about it makes my blood boil. It makes my skin crawl. Ugh. But hey, you know, we got to see Frankie say I love you 100 times. Isn't that great? No, Intelligent Systems, it's not great. Who, like, seriously, who thought that would be a good idea? It's not funny. It's not. It is not funny. You know, TTYD, people say people treat it like it's a magnum opus, like it's the greatest game ever made, and that every single Paper Mario game needs to be more... Every Paper Mario game needs to be more like TTYD. It needs to be more like Thousand-Year Door. No, they don't. They don't. They don't. I mean... there's just a lot of things TTYD does that I don't understand. And the text boxes are just one part. It's like... the actual chapter design, like the level design, is just kind of... It's so bad. It's so bad for half the game. Half the game it's bad, half the game it's not as bad. And it all has to do with backtracking. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into this because I'm definitely gonna play through TTYD eventually. But just know that for half the game, pretty much, okay, you're in a location, you get told you need to go somewhere else so you can get an item. And then you have to walk back to the first location in order to progress to the next dungeon or whatever. And then, yeah, that's not fun. That's boring and lame. That's really boring and lame. And then, you know, there were sections like that in the original Paper Mario 2, but they weren't as frequent. Because in the original Paper Mario, it was usually, it was more, instead of having a line, like two parallel lines, it would be more like, perpendicular lines, sort of. Like three lines, and then one of them is shifted up at a 90-degree angle, where you would go to a village, like, you would go to Koopa Village from Toad Town, right? and then you go do this, and then there's a fork in the road, and you can't progress on the if you go straight, you can't progress because you don't have Cooper yet. So you have to go right, and then you go through Koopa Village, and then you get Cooper, and then you go back to the fork in the road, except this time you go straight, and then you progress. But in TTYD, it's like you go to Petalburg from Petal Meadows. You go get the... you can't progress to Hooktail Castle because the pipe is blocked off. So you go to Petalburg, right? From Petal Meadows. I already said that. You get the Sun and Moon Stones. Nice little Pokemon reference, by the way. You get the Sun and Moon Stones. And then you go back through Petalburg. You pick up Coops. And then you have to walk all the way back through Petal Meadows in order to... you have to walk all the way back through Petal Meadows in order to access Hooktail Castle, which is that chapter's dungeon. And it's just, like, it's just boring. Like, why do I have to walk all the way back through Petal Meadows again? That's lame. It's a waste of time, really. I feel... I mean, you could... Thing is, you could cut... If just when you got Coops, you were just automatically teleported to the beginning of Petal Meadows, nothing would change. Nothing of the experience would be lost. And that's what annoys me. There's just so much empty time in TTYD where it's like, why am I even playing this? And it's, you know, I said I wouldn't get too deep into it, but I can't talk about the awful level design in Thousand Year Door without talking about Chapter 4. It's so bad. It's so bad. Instead of having like 2 parallel lines, it's like 6. You have to you start in Twilight Town, then you have to go to Creepy Steeple, then you have to go back to Twilight Town, then you have to go back to Creepy Steeple, then you have to go back to Twilight Town, then you have to go back to Creepy Steeple, then you're done. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. First you go to Creepy Steeple to fight Dupless. Then you go back to Twilight Town because Dupless stole your body. Then you have to go to the Creepy Steeple in order to... after you get Vivian, you go to the Creepy Steeple to learn Dupless's name and get the letter P. Then you go back to Twilight Town so you can actually tell him his name. And then you gotta go back to the Steeple in order to fight Dupless for the last time. Does that sound like fun to you? And then you have to go through... Oh, you have to go through Twilight Trail. Oh, I hate Twilight Trail. Oh, I hate Twilight Trail. It's so long and there's so many enemies. Hard enemies, too. With massive defense. Or that put you to sleep. They take so long to beat. So you're... And especially because for most of the chapter, you don't have a partner. It's just Shadow Mario, because Dupless steals your partners at the beginning of the chapter. And Vivian isn't real... you know, I wouldn't mind so much if Vivian were well-suited for the fights on Twilight Trail, but she's really not. Like, if she pierced defense or something like that, then that would be fine. But nope. She's not like Watt or anything like that. And I don't know, I feel like that's one of the reasons I don't really like Vivian that much. She's just not... If she helped with Chapter 4, she would be fucking S tier for me in the partner tier list, but usually I mostly forget she even exists. You know, speaking of Vivian, I guess... No. I will save that for the 1,000 Year Door playthrough. That is a 1,000 Year Door playthrough conversation. And, you may have guessed what it is if you are also a fan of 1,000 Year Door and know a bit about the Japanese version and the gender of Vivian in that. I'm not going to spoil it. Well, I mean, you're probably just going to look it up anyway. But I don't want to spoil it for the LP. Because there might be something there, and I haven't done research that I want to do. I want to do my own research on that matter, because I really do want a definitive answer, and I feel like I feel like that's one of the things that people, you know, people take it as common knowledge, and then they don't really do their research, so they just kind of spread misinformation. I feel like it might be one of those things, because I've never actually seen the original Japanese script. Like, nobody brings up specific points in the original Japanese script where Vivian's gender is revealed, talked about, mentioned. But yeah, so I would like to, I don't know, maybe I'll put the original script through Google Translate or something. But that's way in the future. Now we're fighting Heavy Lobster. A rock lobster! Alright, I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, the sub-game's taken a bit longer than the other ones, as you may assume. We're getting later in, so the sub-games are gonna start taking a bit longer. What else? What else am I gonna talk about? I've talked about my goals of this channel. I talked about how I've been. Well, I'm gonna try not to die in this room, which I always seem to do, and I did it last time. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a dangerous cannon down there. You want to be careful of that one. Well, my head's starting to hurt because I'm talking so much. I might need a water break. Ooh, I get to edit in another water break. Let's go. I miss editing water breaks. I miss choosing out like a fun little song and like putting a little image. It was fun. When you're editing so many of these videos, you need like fun little shit like that. It just makes it a lot more entertaining. Oh shit, I need to go up. Go up. Unless... Huh. Nah. No way. No way. I've been sitting in my car, yes now for days. Anyway, enough with the Parappa references. Classic, by the way. Unfortunately, I can't really do a playthrough of it because it's a rhythm game, and... you know... That's, quite difficult to... That would be quite difficult to LP, I would imagine. Oh, this was a secret room I didn't get in my, playthrough the vanilla, Revenge of Meta Knight. So yeah, basically you would go in there, and then the little Waddle Dee guy would say, "Oh no, my secret supply of maximum tomatoes and 1-ups." And then Captain Vol would say, "So you were the one hoarding them, you scallywag." And then, yeah, there would be 1-ups and food there for you. So yeah, I'm a bit sad I didn't get to show that off, but I am happy I got to show off paint. Because paint, I had no idea existed until I started playing Kirby Superstar. Until no. Funny story. This is legitimately how I learned paint was a thing. I was listening to the Kirby Superstar Ultra soundtrack online because it's, you know, it's got a good songs. It's a banger. And on the art on the channel I was watching for the Kirby Superstar Ultra, they posted for the art of the thumbnail, it was like a collage of all the abilities in the game. Oh, and we get to listen to this epic song again. It was a collage of all the abilities in the game. And on one of the abilities, I noticed Kirby had a paint bucket and a paintbrush, and I was like, what the hell is that? There's no paint ability in this game. What the hell is that? What's that supposed to be? 1249. Just one more sub-game to go. I was like, what the hell is that? So I looked up Kirby Superstar Ultra paint. And then, yeah, that's how I learned about it. That was it. I would have never found out if it weren't for that one collage. Cause it really is. Why under any circumstances would you want to ditch your ability in a boss fight unless it's just a really shit ability? And oftentimes boss projectiles, they don't give abilities, so you would probably, so most of the time you're going to be better off just attacking them with what you have in your mouth instead of swallowing it and then wasting an attack cycle. Because more often than not, you're not going to get diddly dick from a boss attack. Like inside an actual boss. So yeah, I guess that's why I never figured it out. It's just it's just a very obscure thing. Not that that's bad. I mean, it's fun to have secrets like that and shit. I don't know. It's just I was not expecting that. I wonder if Mac Tornado will do double damage. I wonder if it'll Oko. Is it Mac or Mach? I think it's Mach. It will! Or maybe they just have, like, half health. Oh no. Do not know. So I am going for a decent time. I'm not using Meta Quit, because that would mean I have to click on my... I would have to click my mouse. I have to reach over and click my trackpad, because I am placed decently far away from my laptop. And I can't use my mouse because... I have the laptop plugged in, and I have the my storage system plugged in, my 2 tera, which is very helppful. But yeah, if you're using a Mac with the stupid fucking Thunderbolt, I have a MacBook Pro with no USB cord, with no USB input, and I only have 2 USB-Cs. So yeah, so 2 USB-Cs, 4 things I want to have plugged in at the same time, minus 2 USB-C ports equals 1 very pissed off me, who just wants to plug in his mouse and keyboard but can't. So that's great. That is epic. Thank you, Apple. Thank you. Oh, God, I wish I had a PC. Let's not go in the secret room. Let's go in the real room, because of course this is the real room. The one tucked to the right is the real room, obviously. Duh. That's obviously the real room. Obviously. And of course, Meta Knight gets his little baby milk. Because Meta Knight is a fucking bottom, dude. Don't tell him I said that. Please don't tell him I said that. This way. For the love of God, please don't tell him I said that. Yeah, they took out some of the food. It's a bit harder now. We're just gonna use Mac Tornado again, because fuck you, fatty whale. I hate you. Go fuck yourself. I hate you. I hate you. And we're just gonna be able to mop up. I think they do. I think the refights do have increased health. Oh yeah, something I didn't mention. In the remake, they changed the boss's color. They were originally Fatty Rail would have just been as vanilla blue, and even in Milky Way Wishes. But for this, nope, they changed up the colors a bit, which is nice. You know, it's better than nothing. Would it have been cool if they added new bosses? Yes. Were I expecting them to? No. They've added more than enough content to earn the Ultra part. The Ultra in this remake. You know, unlike some people who don't earn the Deluxe in their remake's name. Because adding 1 new character does not count as Deluxe. Alright, if I remember correctly, it's 2 rights. Yep. Ooh, I knew I could remember it. Let's go. Yeah, because adding 1 new character to your remake is not worth calling it Deluxe. Sorry. So yeah. Yeah, not a fan of the new Super Mario Brothers games either. Not a fan of those. Well, except DS. DS is actually okay. You know, I know that that's a pretty vanilla opinion to have, and I guess if you haven't played the original DS New Soup, you wouldn't really understand. But it was just a much more. I feel like it was just a much more creative game than the other ones in the series. Well, I guess we kind of. But I mean, after Donkey Kong Country Returns came out, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, you know, this is okay, but you know, Donkey Kong, the Retro Studios Donkey Kong Country games are just so fucking crazy, and they really, it's like that's what a modern 2D AAA platformer should feel like. It should feel like a fucking crazy, energetic, challenging experience, you know? Because those DKC returns, the Retro Studios duology, I suppose. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. And then you play the fucking Nintendo new Soup games, and it's like, oh, this is kind of uninspired and boring. I kid you not. The only time, it really is the art direction, because there's so many creative art things in the Returns duology. You know, like there's that, especially in the Rocket Barrel vehicle levels. You know, there's that one level in Tropical Freeze where it's you're like in a beehive or something, and you're clinging onto these platforms, and they're being held together by the honey of the bees, and they're being flung around and shit. Oh, it's crazy. And then there's another one in that game where you're in like a juice factory, right? And then there's this one up auto-scrolling section where platforms will come in periodically, except the platforms are like fruit parts. They're like chunks of fruit that you have to jump on, and they'll like throw up into the air, and you have to jump on. It's so cool. And then you play New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and it's like, oh, there's a snake block. Isn't that nice? It's a block with a face, and it's a snake. Isn't that cool? No, it's not cool. It's really lame, as a matter of fact. It's insanely lame. The only time I was impressed by New Super Mario Bros. U, specifically, was there's this one secret level where there's a beanstalk, and you have to platform on the leaves of the beanstalk, and the thing is, the leaves will decay and they'll fall off, so you gotta be careful about that. And I kid you not, when I saw that level, my fucking jaw dropped. I was like, what the hell is this? A creative set piece in New Super Mario Brothers? What? Since when? I was goddamn flabbergasted. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. It was just, oh my god, it was such a mindfuck. Why is it so quiet? Oh, that's why. I thought this, I don't know. It was strangely quiet. It's just Wham Bam. Good old Wham Bam. So, am I making this feel like a live stream, or is this too much? Is this too much? I don't know. Well, I have not died once since that embarrassing blunder in Spring Breeze, I think it was. Or maybe it was Dynablade. But I have gotten pretty good at commentating and playing games, even though it's not always apparent. Like in my Pikmin 251 Let's Play. But that game's fucking hard, dude. That game is hard. Oh, shit. That's a hard game. Which is good, though, because I've played Pikmin 2 a lot, so, you know. Vanilla Pikmin 2 isn't really challenging for me anymore, especially because I have mastered the purple Pikmin strategy. I don't think I realized just how broken purple Pikmin were in that game until I did the purple Pikmin only challenge. Actually, what convinced me to do that challenge was, you know, everyone says that the purple Pikmin in Pikmin 2 are overpowered. And, I was thinking about it. Like, you know, yeah, they're overpowered, but what if you but what if they were just by themselves and you can use anything else? And then I started thinking about it more, and I was like, hey, it could actually be possible because they're the first non-reds that you get. And thus, Pikmin 2 Only Purple Pikmin Challenge was born. The seedling had been planted in my brain. And yeah. Of course, I just finished a playthrough of Pikmin 2 at that point, which is why it was on my mind. As you may guess. Well, let's wait a bit. So the button... The button will unpress itself. Yeah, that's how I get ideas for scripts in videos. I just start thinking about some, and then it's like, hey, that would be a kind of good idea for a video, and that's how it goes. So like the Freebirds review video that I made, I was just thinking, hey, it would be nice to review a movie, and then I went through Netflix, the movies that were recommended to me. I saw Freebirds. I recognized it as I said in the review. I've known Freebirds was a movie since 2013. I've never seen it because, it was just another movie. But it was always in the back of my mind. Like, I always knew about it. And I'd never seen anyone talk about it, so I was like, oh yeah, this is a great candidate for a movie review. And it just so happened, ever so coincidentally, that I got it out by Thanksgiving. That was not intentional at all. But I guess I do Thanksgiving specials now, and Halloween specials. Even though, I don't know. Thanksgiving specials seems like a bit of a weird thing to do, because not everyone celebrates it. Well, I don't know. Not that I'm against having festive holiday cheer, patriotism, or whatever, for, America and all that shit, whatever. But, I don't know. It just seems a bit weird. It feels like a weird thing, especially because Thanksgiving is kind of a controversial holiday. Personally, I don't really see any issue with Thanksgiving. But I do know there are people that do it, and I don't think they're being, a lot of people are just like, oh, they're just being oversensitive babies. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. It is a bit of a sensitive issue. I don't think brushing aside those concerns is, just like brushing them off is a really healthy way to go about it. Nor do I think that attacking people who do celebrate Thanksgiving and calling them racist is acceptable, but I haven't really seen anyone doing that. That's just, if people... Oh, shit! The fucking teamwork! the fucking teamwork! Oh my god. Yeah, but Thanksgiving, yeah, I don't really think brushing those concerns aside is a good way to go about it. And also, I don't think that demonizing people who do celebrate Thanksgiving is a good way to express how Thanksgiving may have some more sinister origins. Not sinister, but it may have some. It may mean some. It may represent something more bad than most people think it does. But I mean, at the end of the day, we always get all those, all Christmas holiday movies where it's like, Thanksgiving isn't, Christmas isn't about, Santa and presents and all that shit. It's about, it's about what it means to you. It's about spending time with your family and all that stuff. And, I don't really see why we can't do that for Thanksgiving. Or at least that's my interpretation. Like, Thanksgiving isn't about all that crap. It isn't about all that historical crap. It's about just having a nice meal with your family. Just having a nice just being thankful for what you have. But yeah, nothing against those people who think it's it's a bit odd of a holiday. I totally understand that. So what I'm saying is don't expect a Thanksgiving special next year. Unless I find another bad Thanksgiving movie to review. Or, well, I don't know. Freebirds wasn't bad, but it wasn't that great. About a 5.6. Like I said, that IMDb score, really fitting. Pretty fitting. That about sums it up. Don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes. Listen to IMDb. Or listen to my review. Or you can just watch the movie yourself and make your own goddamn opinions. Or am I your fucking mom making your opinions for you? Which you shouldn't be doing. If your mother chooses your opinions for you, then something's wrong. I don't know if it's on your end, if it's on her end, if it's on whoever's end, but you know. Oh, my foot speed went up by 4. My heroism went up by 3. Oh, I think they wrote... Oh, they wrote new fucking... I can tell they wrote new things just for Meta Knight. That's cool. Oh shit, we're already at the end. Yeah, that was Milky Way Wishes. Ready! I will grant you one wish. My one wish is to become stronger. So I wish to fight the greatest warrior in the galaxy. I wish I could roll my R's. Okay. You will now fight a warrior who has sealed away for fear his power was too great. I will now summon this great warrior once more. Three, 2, 1, go! Alright, yeah! This is Galactonites. If you've 100% a modern Kirby game, you know who this guy is. The coolest of the cool. And, you know I say this for every song that was added in this game, but are you listening to this music? Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. This boss is fucking hard as nails, dude. Yeah, be careful. Shit, I'm not doing a good job. Will summon fire. Oh shit. Okay, I have 2 heals in the bag. 2 full heals. Okay. Now this part might be a bit tricky, but I'll summon minions, and you gotta bonk them out. This will also give you a chance to get some more Meta Knight power, whatever the hell that shit is. And yeah, this is like a Meta Knight fight for Meta Knight. When he does that block, you'll take some damage, but it's worth it. Trust me. Oh, shit. I may have made the wrong choice. Heal, 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 heal. I'm fucked. I'm dead. Epic, not dead. Yeah, this guy's intense. He's got a lot of health. Yeah, as you can see, he looks pretty similar to Meta Knight, and given his place in the lore, that I don't really know what's to be implied by this. But when we play through Star Allies, maybe, which is going to be far in the future. Don't expect that anytime soon, but one day probably. And that's it. You know they just had to recreate that iconic ending from Milky Way Wishes. God damn. Iconic. Yep, 50 minutes. Pretty much on the dot. Just over 50 minutes. So that was Meta Knightmare Ultra. A really, really, really good addition to the remake. Playing through Meta Knightmare Ultra, always a good time. Always, always. Man. Just, you know, playing through the original Kirby Superstar as Meta Knight, no stopping, just a speed run. It's a great idea for an addition to this game, for the remake. It just feels so at home. It's kind of hard to believe that this wasn't in the original, honestly. And that, well, it doesn't end all the additions to this game. There's still one more sub-game. No, there's 2 more sub-games, and then I believe 3 mini-games. I don't really know what to call them. I don't want to say sub-games. Micro games? I don't know. Mini games. You know, like, mini games. Like the rest of the Kirby series has. Like, DDD Drum Dash and Kirby Fighters. But yeah, Meta Knightmare Ultra. Pretty fun. Pretty great. Pretty amazing. Of course, we get different shots in the background. Love the attention to detail in this remake. It's crazy. I never realized how well, that's not too attention to detail. You got Kirby there. But yeah, I never realized how in the computer virus battle they changed the dialogue at the end for Meta Knight. That's awesome. You know, Meta Knight's love isn't increasing. His sword sharpness is increasing. Other than there, you know, that's not. That's Kirby. That's not Meta Knight. That's Meta Knight. And that ending, man, holy shit. They really knew how to put some intense fucking bosses in this remake. God damn. Holy shit. First mass DDD and now in this sub game, Galactonite got like holy shit. It's like I can't even say anything anymore. I'm just so. It's just so awesome every time. It never gets old. It never does. Oh, and there's Iwata. Yeah! There he is. Let him go. And you see Meta Knight takes off his mask. That's nice. It was a nice little piece of character progression for Meta Knight, because now he's a lot chiller nowadays. He's a chill guy. After defeating Galactonite, I guess he's like, okay, now I don't have to do all this shit anymore. You just sit back, relax, maybe read a good book like he does in the opening of Return to Dreamland, which I think is really fitting. I totally imagine Meta Knight as this like bookworm. He's really into classical literature. Maybe he's like a theater buff. He's a very cultured man. The bonus movie Fly Meta Knight Fly is in the trailer, and you can play nostalgic Samurai Kirby. Of course, we won't be doing that in this video. We will be doing that in a future video. But that was the entirety of Meta Knightmare Ultra. Yeah, that was pretty great. I had a good time. I'm sure you had a good time. And if you didn't, you're lying to yourself. I know you are. Yep, join us next time where we complete Helper to Hero. And maybe there'll be an extra sub-game. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, join us next time for Helper to Hero. And maybe something a little extra. See you then.